Good evening, Flosstubers. I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty, and welcome to Flosstube number 79, the week of a ripping good time. Okay, this is May the 7th, yes, 2022, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. I would just like to welcome everyone. I would like to welcome my new subscribers, still getting some, thank goodness. And also I would like to welcome each person and subscriber that comes back and watches my channel over and over again. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy my videos and that we put just a little bit of sunshine in your day, sharing our love of cross stitch. And I just want to thank you for all the kind comments I got last week. Thank you, thank you. Dolores thanks you also. And I just ask you to subscribe, hit the bell, and the like button. That way you can be notified when our videos come out. But I usually try to do them on Saturday evening. And, you know, sometimes it takes a long time to upload. But anyway, welcome, and we're going to start out different. I've mixed everything up this week because it's been a strange week. The first thing we're going to start with are our giveaway winners. Last week, you know that we had 2 patterns that Dolores was so kind to donate that she got from Fire Poppies, and this one's called Southwest Sun, and it's by Bobby G Designs. And congratulations, Mary Brubaker. Mary Brubaker. Please send me your address and your just your address to my email. It'll be listed below in the drop down box. I'm stitchingscotty@gmail.com. gmail.com. And congratulations on winning the sunshine or Southwest Sun pattern. All right, and then we also have the Rudolph and Mr. Claus from the Sip of the Seasons from Stitching with the Housewives. And this one, it goes to Nancy Call. And Nancy, congratulations. Please send me your email. Not email. Please send me your mailing address. Good grief. And I will get this in the mail to you hopefully this week. I try to get them out the same week if I can, or next week. And I would just like to comment on one of the comments that, in fact, it's the one that Mary made. It was very cute and clever. It said, "I like to make a snowman in the sunshine." Wasn't that cute? She used both code words, snowman and sunshine. And I just thought that was just great. And when her name was drawn, I was like, oh my goodness. So congratulations to Mary Brubaker and Nancy Call. Just email me so I can get your addresses and get these in the mail to you. Okay, now let's move along. Usually, you know, I show my my FFOs, which are finally finished objects in my case. But today, I'm going to show my whips. It's just kind of that kind of day. Sorry for the rustling. Okay, one of the things I worked on, I had to restart, you know, a while back because I did it. You know how sometimes you have a piece of material this way, and it's supposed to go this way? Yeah. And I'm sure y'all remember this. So I got kind of disgusted and I put it in timeout. This was my first 12 and 22 ornament sale, and also the monthly ornament sale. And this is Hot Cider, and it's by Mill Hill. And I got all the gray done. Thank goodness. Let me hold something up behind that. There we go. Got all the gray done. So now I'm ready to move on to like the mug and the basket of apples and things like that. So it should move along pretty quick. Believe it or not, I had to rip out some of the gray. I was not a happy girl. This one is on perforated paper, 14 count. And I'm using 3 strands over one over one what you'd call thread, but 1 strand of paper, because this is perforated paper. I guess that's how you'd say it. When I think about it, I always mess it up. But all the beads are included. The little kits are like under $10, and you get everything you need to finish the kit. except for like a little backing. But this even had the magnet for the refrigerator magnet, which is what this is going to end up to be instead of an ornament. But, you know. But anyway, I really enjoy doing that one. And it should have been done in January, but oh well, it'll get done when it gets done. The next thing I had was... still working on the Little House Needleworks piece. I've got November to finish, and then I will be finished with the yearly series. And this squirrel, I wish I had just done, used DMC, but I used the variegated threads, the classic Colorworks that came with the kit. And, okay, first my squirrel was striped. He's a little striped right now, but I've kind of controlled it. But there's so much light thread in here that I'm just going with this. Okay, so there he is. The front part of him is going to be lighter, and I wanted the back part of him darker. And then I've got that one oak leaf started. So I have some more leaves, a pumpkin, an acorn, and the rest of the squirrel. And I need to do a bit more on this. But I got disgusted with the squirrel and I threw him down. But I was doing that while I was having my car serviced. And this is 32 count natural raw linen from Zweigert. And no, 28 count natural raw linen from Zweigert. And I'm using classic Colorworks threads. And when I get this one done, like I said, I'll have the whole set done. And I'll be able to get the rest of them framed and ready to go to my daughter, hopefully in time for her birthday. And since she doesn't watch this because I know she's too busy, I don't mind telling. And, you know, even if she does watch it, she was notorious for when she was a child, opening all the Christmas presents and telling her brothers and sisters what they got. Yeah, so hope she's watching. Okay. Okay, anyway, the next thing I stitched on was my vintage housewife Sal through Fat Quarter Shop, and it's by Lori Holt, or Be in My Bonnet. And this one, I won this pattern, and I was just like so excited. Oops, I can't show that. I should have pulled this one out, and I can't show that. Yeah. Okay, here we go. All right, I was amazed at how colorful the charts were. Oh, good grief. Where's the picture? Here we go. Nope. Well, I have lost the, or have I? Well, I'm just going to show this. Okay, this is the top half of the graph. But anyway, because I haven't gotten that much farther anyway. I started on the border, as you'd seen last time, and I was working on the little square. And this time, I actually got one square finished. So there is my first square finished. I got the coat hanger, the iron, and the fabric. And I'm just going to try to keep doing the border as I go along, and I'm going to start another square. So I've started the apron string here, right here in the blue. And I was doing that because I was doing like a mindless kind of stitching thing. So this is on 25 count cloud, and it's the vintage fabric from Lori Holt. And I got that at Fat Quarter, well, it came from Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm using 2 strands over 2, just like the patterns call for, on the cloud fabric. And all the flosses are DMC. And I'm just really excited. Now, this one's probably going to take me a while because I'm not going to rush it. I'm just going to go, you know, at a decent pace because I don't want to get burnt out. But I'm just really excited about doing this one because it's going to look great in my sewing room. And hopefully I will figure out what I did with the cover of the pattern so I can actually show you that next time I stitch on this. This one may take a little bit of a rest. I'm not sure. Or I may just keep stitching on it. Don't know yet. Okay, but that was the Vintage Housewife Sal. It's not too late to join. You just go to Fat Quarter Shop and get your pattern. The next one I stitched on was Welcome Spring from Primrose Cottage Stitches. And this is just the cutest pillow. I had a piece of lavender witched fabric in my stash. And the last time you saw it, I had a W. Well, this time I've got the word welcome, the little flowers underneath, and then I've started on the tulips. So I've got a little bit done. This is 28 count. And I'm using 2 strands of DMC floss over 2 threads. And I'm planning on making this into a pillow. But I just thought the little lavender, when I saw this pillow, I said, oh, that would look so good on lavender. So the graphs that they do are very colorful and easy to read. The instructions are good. So I highly recommend Primrose Cottage Stitches. They have some beautiful charts, and they're small if you need, like, you know, quick gratification. This week's stitching time was at a premium, so I didn't get a lot done, but I got a little done here and there and here and there. And then I just kind of picked up this and that so I could, you know, get something stitched on. But I wanted to do something springy just so it would be, you know, so I could, you know, it's spring, so I wanted something colorful. Now, my Whip Go project, one of them, I'm just working on the one, and because I dare not work on the other one until I get this one done, or at least my goal met. This one's called Be Ye Thankful, and it's by Stitch in Time, and this pattern is from 1996, Valerie Curran Raglan, and it's a holiday story sampler. And it's got the Mayflower up at the top. And I'm doing this on 32 count Zweigert antique white linen. And the sampler is going to measure about 2.5 by 11.5 inches when it's completed. Well, I had like an unpleasant little surprise. Now, I know I have not lost any of this pattern, but it's not all here. And now I know why I threw it in time out, because yeah, but I have decided no matter what, even if I had to make up stitches, I'm going to do it. But I'm missing, like, there's bands that you do, because of course it's a band sampler, and bands of color, and they're just black on the hand-drawn graph. And usually, you know, she's got the bands numbered, and usually when you get a pattern, it has like the number, and you do blah 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 stitch, and you do such and such, and do blah blah blah, and it tells you exactly what to do. I don't have that, but I do have the chronic and the blending filament and all the little beads and things I need. I'm just going to have to go by this teeny weeny little tiny picture and figure out what in the world they did. So it's going to be interesting. And there's also some Rainbow Gallery threads in there too. So, so far, this is what I have. When you saw it last, I just had the sails. And you can barely see the sails. I'm going to outline around those. But I did get the ship body done and the water. Then I got down to the little fish that's under the ship in the ocean. And they're one of the specialty threads. So I'm going to have to decide which specialty thread and what stitches I'm going to use. So that's going to be interesting. So I got that far, and I thought, okay, I'm at a good stopping point. But I'm not going to give up. I've done 400, and because I got to do 1,500 stitches. I've done 486 stitches so far. So I'm almost a third of the way there. So that's not too bad. So I'm going to start working on this, not every day, but, you know, little by little. And I'm going to take my time and make sure that I do a really good job. And I'm going to think out exactly, you know, what stitches I'm going to do. I'm going to look through my needle point stitch books for some specialty stitches to do. So it'll look really nice. And so it may be a while. But that's 2 strands over 2, except with the specialty threads. And there'll be 1 strand. Okay, the next thing, and it's also using DMC flosses in addition to the Rainbow Gallery fabric. But I'm going to notice if the graph is hand drawn next time, I won't be getting it. No. All right, and the next thing I did was the Gather In. This was my birthday start. And I didn't get much of a birthday start because I was having such a good time. And thanks to everyone that wished me a happy birthday. I really appreciate that. I'm doing the Gather In by Plum Street Samplers. When I saw this one, I said, this is just really, really pretty. But that barn is really big. So, anyway, I'm doing this one on, Fiber on a Whim, and it's Posh. Yes, 36 count linen, and I'm using Week Style Works and DMC threads, and I'm using one strand, and I got the words gather and with, and I've got my flower done, and when I finished it, I noticed that there was a problem with the flower. It's not square like it's supposed to be, so there will be some ripping going on. Yes. It's just been a ripping week, let me tell you. That's another reason it looks like I don't have much done. Because on one project, I think it was on the Welcome Spring, I must have ripped out the word welcome 3 times. Yeah. So anyway, and I ripped out the word gather 2 or 3 times. Yes. So I've done a lot more stitching than what you see. But it was very, yeah, crazy stitching. But anyway, this is just a really, really neat pattern. I really, really am going to enjoy doing this one. So, all right. So that's my whips for the week. And, yeah, a little on this, a little on that. Now, I want to show my FFO. And this is not one that I finished this week. This is one that I've just kind of had for a while, and I stumbled across it, and I thought, well, I'll find the graph for this. Well, I don't have the graph for this. And I think it's 3, well, I know it's 3 different graphs, and it was collaboration. And I think it was with Ink Circles, Summerhouse Stitch Works, and Hands On Design. I wouldn't swear to that, so don't fuss at me. If anybody can remember the name of this, please let me know. And I did this at a retreat. It was a finishing retreat. This was our pre-stitching. Excuse me. And we had to stitch. We picked patterns and we chose our own colors. And I decided to go with reds and greens. It didn't go with a ding-dang thing in my house. But that's okay. It's in my guest room. And I like it. And you can change it out. But we also, after we finished this, we laced it. And I didn't put anything in the back. See, I laced it. And she, you know, showed us how to do that. And that was very, very interesting. But something that I'm not really big on doing. And this is on probably 28 count. Yes, it is. And I used 2 strands. And I think I used Classic Colorworks floss. And the tray, I have no idea where it came from. I can't remember. It was furnished at the finishing class and part of the fee. But I thought it was really cute. So, but, and it was very, very, interesting to do because, you know, I'd never laced anything except just round things. And, yeah, it was interesting. And I do lace some, but mostly just round and oval things. Okay, the next thing I want to show, are my 2 of my past finishes. And today must be Bent Creek past finish day. I'm getting ready to put these up for my spring decoration after I took my Easter down. And this one is the Spring Snapperland. And it says, there are always flowers for those who want to see them. And this is done on 14 count Aida. Ouch. And I had this framed, oh goodness, at Stitching Frame. Let me back up so you can see that. And it's on a light blue, although it's not showing light blue. And I just I just really like the little snapper land things. And the little bunny rabbit and the farmer with the sheep. And the sheep aren't showing up too well on this, but they, no, and the chickens, sorry, they're not sheep, they're chickens. Maybe I need new glasses. And then the beehives, oh goodness. And then the girl outside the little farmhouse. But each one of the little flowers has a snap in it, and that's why they call it snapper. And there's just a whole bunch of these patterns. And I know that my LNS, Pandas Crossing, still has some of these available, and I bet yours does too. And I also saw some of these, if I'm not mistaken, up at Cross Stitching Crafts in Johnson City, Tennessee. But anyway, I really, really like that one. And then, of course I do, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have stitched it, would I? So anyway, then the next thing that I'm getting ready to show you upside down, I had this one framed in probably 2003, because Stitch and Frame was celebrating 25 years anniversary. And this is the Spring Row by Bent Creek. And there's my little alphabet. And it's got the little rabbit and the beehive. And let's see, there we go. Nope. Okay, there we go. It's just really, really fun. And these go really fast. And this fabric is a mottled, kind of a minty, well, not really mint. It's between a mint and a sage green. And I used all the call for threads, which were probably sampler threads and Weeks Dye Works at the time. And I used 2 strands over 2. And I hang this one up every year, and I really, really like it. I always look forward to spring. It's one of my favorite times of the year. Okay, now we're going to go to the featured designer. We didn't do one last week because Dolores and I had so much to show that it was like, holy cow, we better, just kind of tone this one down. Okay, and today's featured designer on Etsy is Scattered Seed Samplers. And she's also a 5-star seller. And I picked hers because most of her things are primitive, but they're so cute. And the pattern that caught my eye was the Home Sweet Home Pin Keep pattern. And it was a 2021 design, and I'm going to show you this right now. And the designer is Tammy Black, and it's Scattered Seed Samplers. Isn't that pretty? And you could change the year to 2022 or leave it off, just whatever, and just make a line all the way around. But I thought that was just so cute. All right, and then another one that she has is, and you might have seen this one. This one is Humble Gatherings, and it's a rabbit. And this one's an oldie but a goodie, but it's still available. It's got the basket, the key, the flowers, little heart. And look at that border. Isn't that pretty with the flowers? All right, but I thought that was cute. And then the next one, she had like a drum. And this is called Bittersweet Gatherings Pin Keep Drum. She really likes to do pin keeps. Isn't that cute? Oh, goodness, glare. There we go. Just thought that was so cute. All right, and then, goodness. The next thing, okay, is Seeds of Kindness, and it's a pin keep pattern. And it's got the bee and the bird and the birds and the sunflowers. And the little girl, and she's even got a little bird on her head. Cute, cute, cute. Then the next thing I saw that was really cute is Martha. Well, it's springy, I should say. It's Martha Howell's 1849, an antique reproduction pattern. And this one says, how doth the little busy bee improve each shining hours, and gather honey all the day from every opening flowers. And then it's got the Martha Howell's name, and she was age 10 when she did this. Isn't that amazing? I couldn't have done that when I was 10, I don't think. But I just think that's just beautiful. All right. Then next we have Spring's Messenger. And it's got the robin with the little blue eggs. So pretty. And of course, she's got a worm. So that's really cute. That's another pin keep pattern. And then some that you've probably seen. I've seen these on somebody's Flosstube, and I can't remember whose it was. Spring Gathering. Remember the bunny rabbit with the eggs? Too cute. And then there's another one. I guess that was the female. Well, here's the male. Spring Delivery. We got the baby chicks. I think somebody said they took the pipe out. Oh, I think it was Finally a Farm Girl. I do think it was her. Yeah. Okay, and the next thing she had, which I've seen this one several places. I know 911 Stitcher is doing this one, or has done this one. It's Remember Me. And I've seen a couple of other Flosstubers do this one also. She's doing that one in honor of her friend that passed. And then we have Mary Wood, 1837. It's an antique sampler. And it's got Adam and Eve and the serpent. I won't be doing this because it has a serpent on it. Don't like snakes or serpents. But it says, Satan, their prince, soon laid a snare for Adam and Eve, that happy pair. They sinned against their God's advice and lost the sweets of paradise. And she finished this in 1837. Look at all the red. Isn't that beautiful? I would probably have to leave the snake off. Can't be doing that. I just don't do snakes. Next. Okay, now, you know, Hands Across the Sea has a Mary Snow pattern. This is also, no, this is not. No, sorry. Okay, here we go. Sorry. This is a Token of Spring pin keep drum. Look at that. They've got it, it's one drum, but they've turned it to where you can see all four sides. And then they have Rest in the Lord scissor mat. And we've got the sheep and, yeah. Well, those could be goats. I think they're goats. No, they're sheep. Never mind. Okay, and that's the scissor mat. Isn't that nifty? All right. So, she also has a pin keep club. And you can go on her Etsy shop. It's called the Early Bird Pin Keep Club. I can't even talk. Exclusively by Scattered Seed Samplers, 2022. And that's, I don't know if that's the pattern or not, but that just tells about the Pin Keep Club. Just the picture you get for that. So, and you can pay in 4 payments. And so anyway, I thought I would show that. But she has some beautiful designs on here. She also has some other designers' things that she sells, but most of the designs on her website or on her in her shop are hers. There's a couple, like I said, of different people. But I thought you would enjoy that. Okay, now we're going to talk about Haul and Stitchy Kindness. You know, last week I showed my pillow, It's Your Time to Bloom by Annie B's Folk Art. And I wasn't really happy with it just being like this. And I would have put the stuff on here today, except, too tired. So I'm just going to wait till probably later on this week. I didn't want to do a rush job and mess it up. But that's the back and that's the front. Now, I didn't have any chenille trim. I tried the little mini pom-poms and didn't like those. So I have decided to, I ordered some trim from another Etsy shop. It's called Penny and Tunny Cross Stitch Supplies. And it's in Etsy, and I got Lady Dot's Carib, and I thought this would be just perfect with it. Oh, upside down. So I really like this. So hopefully that will be a finish for a real finish, you know, for next week. I also, while I was on there, I wasn't sure about the color, so I ordered Sea Glass by Lady Dots Creates. And then I decided, well, what if I don't like that? So I got Berry Crush, because I know there's something I could use that for. And, you know, I was still on there, and I thought, you know, when I did my little U pillow, I didn't like, because I didn't have any greens. So I thought I better get some Ogden grass. So I got some of that, and that's not showing. Now, there we go. Yeah. All right. Then I got some Witchy. This is also by Lady Dot Creates. I'm stuck on the green, okay? So then I got some Mossy. I just want, you know, I was in the mood to finish this pillow, and I was very perturbed because I did not have the color I needed. So I thought, we'll just order all the colors. And then I ordered Musket because I thought, well, I might need a gray. And that way I'll have it, you know, just in case I need it. So hopefully, but Penny and Tunny, they, you know, sent me an acknowledgement email that, you know, my order was going to be filled and on the way. And then they printed out a nice little thing showing everything I got. And so I was really, really pleased with the service. The shipping was fast. It was packaged well. And I highly recommend Penny and Tunny Cross Stitch Suppliers on the Etsy. And I'll link that below also, along with Scattered Seed Samplers. So those are two Etsy shops that, you know, I really enjoyed using. And I usually don't buy a lot of stuff on Etsy, but I found that it's real easy to get like trim sometimes if my local LNS doesn't have it, because I want it now, you know. All right, and the Stitchy Kindness, of course, I got like birthday cards. And my dear friend Dolores, who couldn't be with us today, she sent me a really, really nice birthday card, Friendship. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I know y'all don't like to watch, you know, birthday cards. This one, though, was the funniest birthday card I've ever gotten. It was so fun. I just laughed and laughed. It had a dog, and it says good food, and there he is with the steak. And then look, free drink. He's drinking out of the toilet, like I would drink out of the toilet. And then look, it says some exercise. That's about the exercise we get. We chase squirrels. And then, and a little affection. And I get that also from my Scotties, Winston and Stryker. Okay, and then Mary liked me so much, she sent me 2 birthday cards. Yeah, here it is. Okay. This is one of them. See, it says, you're a great friend. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Isn't that cute? And then she sent me this one where we're all dressed up with no place to go. Thank you, Mary. And then here's one from my Flosstube friend, Stitching with Granny. No, Stitching Granny of 17. Good grief. Sorry about that, Granny. And Anyway, she gifted me a Country Cottage Needleworks November pattern. Thank you. Thank you so much, Stitching Granny. And she wished me a year of God's blessings. Thank you. All right, then my hubby, he got me this birthday card from he and Winston and Stryker. And really nice birthday present. The people I work with got me this one. And they gave me a party and gifts. And the strawberry cake was so good. And then I got this from another lady I work with, Miss Cindy. Thank you, Miss Cindy. And also, I got this from a Flosstuber. A very happy birthday to you. Thank you, Miss Jane. I always love hearing from you. You're such a sweet, sweet lady. And thank you for all my beautiful birthday cards. I hope that didn't go too long for everybody. Now, it's time for the free pattern. See, I really mixed it up today. This one today comes from Tiny Modernist Cross Stitch. And this one, I just thought you would use it just because it's summertime. Well, it will be summertime. So this is the sunflower pattern. And I just thought that was cute and make a great small. And it's 22 by 30. You could finish that in no time. If you do it on 14 count, it's 1.5 by a little over 2 inches. 16 count would be less than 1.5 by almost 2 inches. So it uses 6 strands of floss, has a little bit of back stitch, and this would be a great beginner pattern for somebody to learn how to cross stitch on. And I'll link this below so you can get that. But that just caught my eye because it was so bright and springy. So thank you so much for tuning in. And I did notice today when I was looking for the giveaway winners, I had to look close because there were only half of you that registered for the giveaway that were eligible because you aren't a public subscriber. So make sure that you go on your YouTube channel, well, your YouTube page, and you click on settings and set that to public so I can see that you're subscribed, because I want to give my giveaways to my loyal subscribers. And thank you for those that subscribe and like my video. I really appreciate it. And when we get more subscribers, we'll start for 800, but we're aiming for 1,000. And when we get those, we'll have a really big giveaway. And thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Happy stitching.